We're talking about podcast. We're talking about silly little podcast. A podcast. Hey, it's Two Chunks. It's also Jordan. Put a pin in that though, because there's more.
What he says next will
tease.
surprise you. You won't believe what happens if you keep listening. I'm Doge. Knock knock.
Who's there?
A little old lady.
I like this so much better
little
than
old lady
anything you've ever
who?
done. A little old lady who?
I had no idea you guys could yodel.
Yes, Doge.
Yeah.
You finally have done it.
Yeah.
That's the one. Lucky for me, Reader's Digest has so many knock knock jokes on their website.
Yes, dude. Opening with a knock knock joke is the way. 2 thumbs way up. I love it.
Dude, I think that I haven't told a knock knock joke in maybe over 10 years.
I don't know the last time I would have set up a knock knock joke. I used to hit people with that banana, orange, interrupting cow, that whole sequence. Ooh.
Those are classic.
Dwayne. Have you heard that one?
No?
Dwayne. Knock knock, who's there? Dwayne. Dwayne the bathtub, I'm drowning.
That's pretty good.
That was a popular one at our house.
That's pretty good.
I'm Carter, and art provides us with clues about how to live our own lives more fully. Art becomes our entree to the sublime. Let that soak in for a little bit.
Interesting.
Nobody start their thing yet.
Too bad it can't.
Nobody start their thing yet. I've been eating yogurt in the mornings with granola.
Okay.
And I have something to say.
About yogurt with granola? Or just just so you guys know, and now I have something to say.
Art?
No, I have something to say about yogurt with granola. I
Okay.
just finished eating it before I came to sit down to record. It's fine. Like I like it, but it's something I appreciate about it is there's not very many foods that like 3 bites in, I'm like, God, I cannot wait to be done eating this.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a breakfast that whatever the opposite of savor is. It's not like I would need to pinch my nose to get it down. I like the taste of it. Like it's not bad.
It's a very functional breakfast.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like business.
Yeah.
This breakfast is all business.
You're doing
There's no frills.
Greek yogurt, right?
Yeah.
So basically,
it's vanilla Greek yogurt.
Okay, vanilla Greek yogurt's good. If it's plain Greek yogurt, that's basically sour cream and granola,
Right.
Which is a choice.
It's vanilla Greek yogurt with like a dry,
can't
like
do
a freeze dried
plain Greek yogurt.
berries granola.
Okay. This will surprise no one. My preferred yogurt and granola combo is a plain Greek yogurt, and then I have a dark chocolate espresso granola that I put into it, and it's just the most
the dark chocolate
bitter,
sounds good with the sour
and like vile thing, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it doesn't bother
I
me.
like bitter.
Normally, the yogurt I'm eating doesn't bother me. I picked it because I
Yeah.
like it. But every time I
It's my
eat
yogurt.
like a parfait, every time I eat yogurt with granola in it, I get like 2 or 3 bites in, and I'm just like, oh God.
More of this,
like,
huh?
It would be great to be done
Back
Yeah.
at it, dude.
sooner than later.
Yeah.
We've got we're in like a protein shake moment for like the grab
Sure.
the breakfast on the way to work vibe. And that's
Mhm.
so nice. Just
Yeah.
a quick, and there's some good tasted ones out there. I think years ago, I was trying to get on that and they hadn't made good ones yet. And I was like, no thanks.
Yeah.
This
Dude,
is
the
chalk.
protein shakeologists have been doing some great work lately. They're pretty
They've
good
been
now.
in the lab.
Whey protein gives me the poops something fierce.
Is that
So,
a part of the point of
I have a
it?
hard time.
Maybe? I don't do that. It's like a
I hope
Premier
not.
Protein. They have
Yeah.
a cafe latte one that's just coffee,
Ooh.
but it's great. Their vanilla is great.
Does it have caffeine in it?
They have chocolate and they have a fudge one. It does have caffeine. They say the same amount of
could do that.
caffeine as a cup of coffee, which is so funny because a cup of coffee is pretty
What
subjective
size?
in terms of the amount of
How are you
caffeine.
brewing it? What are you
'Cause
doing
it's
to
different
it?
for different people. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's way too many different things to do.
I'm
Anyways.
drinking homemade cold brew that I made with espresso beans, and I'm waiting for it to launch me into the stratosphere.
I'm drinking homemade cold brew as well. I'll do like a.
I've already had
in the
3
summertime?
cups of Joe.
Oh my God.
Wow.
You're going to go to
That's not
space.
like me. I'm pooping right now.
That's amazing.
Whoa.
In the summertime, we do
Yeah.
like a big batch of cold brew concentrate in like a mason jar in the sous vide and make it like weeks at a time. It's fantastic.
Love it. Can't beat it. I got a bit of news here.
Tell me
to follow Jordan's yogurt news.
Sure.
But there were just a few things that I saw that excited
Carter's
me.
also eating yogurt and granola every day.
Big news, y'all. I have yogurt in my mouth. The Bear will film seasons 3 and 4 back to back.
Yes.
So this was 3 had been greenlit, and we knew that for a good while. Jeremy Allen White and the crew are sweeping all the award stuff. It's great. Here's my personal opinion. I hear there's a 3rd and 4th season. I think let's stop after. In my mind,
I think they
don't want
probably
the Bear
are.
to go past 4 seasons. Please,
I feel like that's probably why they're doing it back to back.
So that these people can go and do their other things likely too, right?
Yeah,
Because we've got it's blown up so fast that it feels like now, especially with Fantastic Four, like it feels like there's people are getting big things coming from the Bear, which is it's great. But I want them to knock it out.
And I'm excited, because
for that.
our friend Jared has a theory that season 3 of a good show is always the best season of the show. And it tends to hold pretty true.
I feel like that's pretty true.
Maybe not the best season always, but I would say that season 3 tends to be when shows like really lock into their formula and like
because
really
that point shows
themselves
know
out.
exactly what they are, but they don't feel the pressure of ending well. So it's just like I can do what I do best better than anyone else. Yeah, I think I agree with that.
I have high hopes.
Yeah,
that's the guy's playing Ben Grimm. That's his name is so hard
this
for
is
me.
a good name for you to say.
Well, I call him EMB. That's what I go by for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ibn Moss Backrack.
I think that's it. Actually,
Ibn Moss Backrack. On the Marvel
Eben,
news,
like Evan.
Eben. That makes more sense. On
Like
the Marvel
Evan,
news
but your
front.
nose is like stuffy.
Eben.
Eben.
This is my friend Eben.
My friend Evan coming up.
Evanescence.
Eben Essence.
Wake me up. I can't wake up. Save me.
Foes it inside. We just do the whole. We can do the whole thing.
How can you
cannot-
see it to my eyes like open doors?
Open doors.
That's the only line I know for real.
With how influential on the movie industry and obviously on pop culture that superhero movies had been for the last 10 to 15 years, we cannot escape them.
They're finally hanging them up.
We cannot escape them. They're coming back in several different iterations. It's a mess right now. We understand that. DC feels like it's like when you're playing that board game and there's one person that you realize when you get 75% of the way through, they're like, oh my God, they've been waiting for this moment. And then they just win the game at the end. That's what DC feels like right now.
Like they're
And
about to
so-
be like, skip, reverse, draw 4, skip, out.
Yeah, that's what it is. But it's one of those big strategy games. But it feels like, yes, Marvel Studios
Play it with me, dude.
I'm so glad. I can't think of anything in my life that I've had to like, man, I got to reframe this. There's probably something that I could compare to, but they've got a mess that they're working with, hoping things like getting Pedro Pascal into the MCU. Let's find the hotness. Let's get people back on board, maybe with a name, and let's try and find some characters, use some of our IP, wipe the slate clean. So there's an industry insider, and obviously they don't give their names. It's the situation in which it's like, I'm sure if you wanted to talk to them, they would be a silhouette with a voice that's like, redone, like Buffalo Bill. But I had to bring it up because they've gone out and this industry insider all is but confirming that these two individuals will be a part of the MCU ahead of Secret Wars. I have for
Mary
you.
Kate and Ashley Olsen.
What?
Well, there it is. I see you've already read it. I have for you Ryan Gosling,
Ooh.
Henry Cavill.
Okay.
Interesting.
So we could wax about what we think they could be. My hope is one of these is a villain. I don't really care, but names like this is kind of when I'm interested. I think it's kind of a
Sure.
It's a little litmus test of like, how interested am I really in more Marvel stuff? I think I'm realizing I can follow a person or a director and be like, okay, well maybe this is it. But I just thought that was interesting. So Gosling and Henry Cavill, all but confirmed for MCU casting ahead of Secret Wars. And I'm so far out on Marvel that I don't really remember what all Secret Wars is about or when that was supposed to happen. Everything's being pushed.
Who knows, man?
There you have it. And then the last bit of DC news, the sequel to The Batman is pushed to 2026.
That sucks.
So,
yep.
Gotta wait.
Yep. That's a bummer.
Is that a 5-year or 4-year break?
I think it's
The Batman was 2022, I think.
2022?
Yeah.
Yeah. 4-year break. So October of 26.
Wow. That's
so more than 2 years,
far, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I got to wait for Robert Pattinson to finish high school, I guess, because he was just a freshman when they did the first one. So it's like, once he graduates,
he's got to grow into it a little bit.
Yeah, he could be a better
he's got
Batman
that
once he
decision
graduates.
to be like, yeah. He's
Do I
got
go
some
to
tough
college?
decisions
Do I go to
make.
Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I want the love of my life to be like to live with me forever, or just live out her life, as a warm-blooded human?
Yeah.
Do I go straight to
give the guy
school or
some
do I
time.
take a bat year?
Do I just take a bat year? That's very good. But
Enough
that's
is
such a
it.
news
I
thing.
that feels generous.
Enough of this. This isn't. It's time to play a game. You guys are having too much fun. Stop it. Stop.
This isn't
for that. That's not what this is for. We're playing a game now. This is a new game that I made up. And it's called What They Streamin. It's a spinoff of a popular segment of our show called What Just Streamin. It's called What They Streamin. And in What They Streamin, you guys are going to compete against each other to try to determine the 10 most viewed pieces of content in the United States a month ago. So the Nielsen ratings came out a month ago, or came out for a month ago, the week of February 12th through 18th, 2024. And we can go original programming, acquired programming, or just movies. I'm telling you guys, if you want to do well, I would recommend doing the combined list. That's original programming, acquired programming, and movies. Anything that's streamed will be on this list.
This isn't like cable. I can't say like.
No, this is Nielsen ratings. So this is everything. This is a long time ago. Nielsen ratings were measured by like in the 50s and 60s, boxes that people put on their TVs, and they agreed to be a Nielsen home to see like how well things like the Ed Sullivan Show were doing. And nowadays, the Nielsen ratings are collected through data. If you're streaming, if you're logging in, these platforms submit all of their numbers to, I guess, the Nielsen organization, to Nielsen, the company. And Nielsen is kind of like the name, the end-all be-all of streaming algorithm success. And companies like we've seen with Zack Snyder saying that more people watched Rebel Moon
literally gonna see
than
this.
saw Barbie.
I'm pretty sure.
It was like, well, streaming companies aren't necessarily always super truthful when they're reporting their stuff, and there's not great ways to measure it. So the Nielsen system is a bit outdated, but they're still probably our best.
Like IMDb.
It is. It's probably still our best.
This is
our best, I guess, rank overall. So
anytime I hear somebody saying like, had this had this many viewers, that's Nielsen.
Yeah, Nielsen goes by minutes. So like I can tell you guys the number one show
Just like me.
on this list was streamed the minutes are ranked by the millions. So 1,173 million minutes of this show were streamed during this week in February.
Got it.
Wow.
You know how homeschool kids like don't know anything because they like don't go into the world?
Yeah, are you about to be mean to me?
No. I'm going to be mean to me. I have siloed myself. I am fighting depression with the power of Baldur's Gate 3 and RuPaul's Drag Race. And if it's not those two things, I don't know it from the last like 2 months.
Nielsen don't have it.
Yeah,
I think you can.
Sure.
I really think you can get some of these. Think like
I definitely think I can.
it's not really within the like. It's the entire country of the United
And
States.
this is not box office.
This is not box
streaming.
office. This is streaming. This is watching at home. The 10 pieces of content that were watched at home more than any other 10 pieces of content during the week of February 12th through 18th, 2024. You're trying to get the top 10, you each get 3 strikes. Whoever gets the most or is the last to strike out wins.
I'm going to go first and just shoot a shot here for the sake of for the sake of this game.
That's cool.
In general. No, it's fine. I think it's going to be a bust. Actually, how do you want us to start, Doge?
You can start like how you're about to do. That's fine.
Jordan, is that okay with you?
Sure.
I could strike out before you. I'm thinking so something live could have been on there?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
It just happens
streaming.
to be the Super Bowl fell during that week, and that was the most watched Super Bowl ever.
Sure. If I
So
click
I was
television, it's like the AFC divisional playoff, Fox NFC playoff, ABC NFL wild card, Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, Chicago PD. We're not doing live. We're doing streaming. The game's called What They Streamin.
All right. I know what it's called, my man. But things are just fluid these days. I don't know. Yeah.
Not my games.
I'm going to say that it still had some heat, and I'm going to guess Suits.
Suits is number 7 with 682 million minutes watched.
Good guess. It's a good guess. I can go.
You may.
Can you know?
Love is Blind.
Yes.
Love is Blind was number 3 with 907 million minutes watched.
That is the beginning and the end of my list.
Yeah, I'm having trouble too. I mean, it was award season. It's getting into award season. People are probably like, I got to catch up.
I will
gotta
say,
watch this.
it's not just new releases.
Yeah. That's fine.
February 12th through 18th, 2024.
I'm going to go ahead and say, I'll say The Bear. I think it'd be fun since we brought it up.
The Bear is not on this list. That is a strike for Carter.
That's a strike.
It includes movies that are streaming as well, though.
It does.
I mean, Valentine's Day?
That is not on this list. That is a strike for Jordan.
I don't know, man.
I'm going to say Seinfeld.
Not on this list. That's a strike for Carter.
No. Blaspheme.
I love Seinfeld.
Is Seinfeld the one where he's like, "You got it, dude," and he does like a thumbs up?
Yeah. Yep.
You
Great.
got
Seinfeld.
it, dude. When Kramer walks in, he's
cream.
like, "Did I do that?" Hey, go ahead.
What else happened? Isn't that the $1 million question?
Books have been
What
written on this
else?
subject.
You know what? The Masked Singer.
Ew.
The Masked Singer is not on this list, but
Oh, dang.
But if I may help you both, you each have 2 strikes and 1 point. That's the direction you need to start thinking.
yeah.
Not the good stuff.
Oh, I know it.
We're not talking about the fancy foods. We're talking about what's the hot dogs of entertainment.
I know it.
Which streaming service carries Judge Judy? Ew. There's so much of that stuff. America's Got Talent.
That is not on this list. That is Carter's 3rd strike. Jordan, you get the opportunity. If you get this next question right, you win.
The Floor.
The Floor is not on this list. That is 3
Dang,
strikes for both of you. We'll say you guys tied at 1 point each.
No, let's just keep going till we get one of us
Try
gets
again.
2. Let's just try. Because it happens so fast. The Bachelor. The Bachelor.
I'm out.
Not on this list. 4 strikes for Carter.
I'm like a decorated officer. I'm just wearing these badges.
I keep thinking of stuff, but I think it's too new, like within the last couple weeks, not a month ago.
Just say it. Just try it.
Well, but that's not.
Well, there's not a lot of
good.
new stuff on here. I will be honest with you. There is not a lot of new stuff on this list.
When you say new stuff, is it like new seasons of old stuff?
There is one thing on this list, 2 things on this list that released a new season this year. Everything else is just let me binge this stuff.
Oh, dude, The Big Bang Theory.
That is not on this list. That's a strike.
Okay, yeah, I know what it is.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yes, Sports. That is number 4 on this list with 831 million minutes streamed.
Yeah, Young Sheldon.
Young Sheldon is number 2 on this list with 1,004 million minutes streamed of Young Sheldon.
Number 2?
Sucks.
Number 2 on this list is Young Sheldo.
1,000 and... Isn't
It's-
1,000 million a billion
is it-
minutes?
Yeah.
Well, I could just be completely wrong. Law and Order? Do I have to be specific? Or is it just not there at all?
Law and Order is not here at all.
Okay.
Blue Bloods.
Blue Bloods is not here.
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone is not here.
Mm.
These are all too good. That's what it is. They're all too good.
All right, one more guess from Jordan.
Say Friends.
I mean, it's safe, probably. Based on MTV alone, it's probably just Catfish or Ridiculousness.
Well,
Ridiculousness.
Ridiculousness is not on this list.
Yeah, because nobody's
Give us that
watching
list.
it. But if it
All right.
was just how many minutes air of the show, then it's infinite.
The top streaming program in the United States ranked total minutes viewed by persons ages 2 and over. Number 10, we have Oppenheimer, 612 million minutes.
That's just how long it takes
bet
to watch
Bluey
it.
was
That's
on
not
here.
fair.
Somebody watched it once, yeah. Royal Pains at number 9 with 617
good for
million
them.
minutes.
Is that an old USA show?
I don't know what Royal Pains is.
It's a cartoon, I think. It's like an adult cartoon. Unless that's Royal Crackers.
Royal Pains is not an adult cartoon.
Oh, okay.
It's an old USA
Then
show.
I'm out.
Number 8 is Monk.
Franklin and Bash.
Number 8 is Monk with 637
Whoa.
million minutes. Number 7 is Suits with 682 million minutes. Number 6 is NCIS, 767
That's
million.
what I was...
Number 5 is True Detective, 773 million.
Oh, interesting.
Number 4, Grey's Anatomy, 831 million. Number 3, Love is Blind with 907 million.
Way to go, Jordan.
Number 2 is Young Sheldon with 1,004 million, which is, I
I feel
think,
like me getting 3 and 2
billion.
should weigh in, but that's just me.
Was number 1 Bluey?
number 1 is Bluey with
Is it really?
1,173 million
Dude.
minutes streamed.
Because Bluey is raising children. It's just like, hey, how much is a nanny?
Mommy and daddy got to go
People
wrestle,
just put it.
watch this show kind of a thing.
Yeah.
People that I know who have children love Bluey.
How did I
though.
not say Bluey?
I've watched it with
I
my
love
nephew. It's
Bluey.
pretty good.
Bluey is
I
great.
don't because I'm a grown up and I want stuff with like violence and like
Get
weapons
outta
in
here.
them. Like there's no weapons
Not
in it. And
true.
if there's not any weapons, why am I even watching?
Dude, I have a trailer you're going to love.
That's what They Streamin.
Bluey.
It's a hard game.
I like it. It's fun. I like to play games.
I'm just looking through the original programming list on here, and I don't think we would have got that. The acquired programming wouldn't have got that. Honestly, even movies we would
We
not
didn't
have
get
gotten.
the regular one.
No, that's what I'm
so-
saying. Is like there's not one that's like easy peasy. They're very difficult.
Here's the
I
thing,
liked
though.
it.
This is a one and done game because there's no way that list changes very much with those shows.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll check it next week and see how different it is.
It's got to be
Yeah.
half of those shows are old. Like,
Right.
it's got to be the same. I bet these numbers are pumped up so hard from just like retirement homes leaving the TV in the common room on.
Yeah. Yeah. Just leaving Netflix running.
That's the only person I think watches NCIS is just group retirement home.
Yeah. That's all a retirement home is the NCIS watch party.
I think so.
That's it.
When we're old, retirement homes are just going to be like, Survivor 92 is on. Come on in.
Probst is still hosting. It's Robo Probst.
He's a probot.
Probspot.
Probst. Provo. I'm not caught up on Survivor, by the way. I'm one behind. I've been staying one behind
Why?
Don't do that.
all year, but it's still
Why?
good. Busy.
Why are you
boy.
doing that?
Busy. Got must read, must write,
Must watch though.
must crow.
It's funny though, because it's not like you're not
fly.
watching it. It's just you're doing the normal amount of work 1 week late. You just double up and then be normal.
That's it.
It's not like
That's
you're
all it
like, I'll
takes.
binge it when it's over. It's just like,
true.
I don't have time
There's
to watch
also
an hour
so
a week,
many
so I watched
shows
last
right
week's
now.
hour a week.
There's Summer House. There's Vanderpump Rules. Bravo's huge in the spring right now. We got
Carter,
lots going on.
Did I tell you we're on RuPaul's Drag Race now? I mean, we're not on it. We're
You
watching
did.
it.
What are you thinking so far?
Loving it. We finished season 5
Yeah.
and are about to start season 6.
That's I think
fantastic.
that's where the Wonders Crew started too. Yeah,
fantastic.
It is. Great jumping in
it's
point.
so good. It's
We
so
should
good.
shout outs.
Announce them then.
Shout them.
Welcome to Shout Announcements. It's the part of the show where we give shout outs and make announcements. Shout out to you, our dear listener, for being you. That's all anybody needs you to be.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to pretend to be something else.
I will say, though, if you could pretend to be the kind of person who votes for the Two Chunks Movie Club at twochunksandhunk.com/movie club, that is like a good kind of person to be. That's like a good
It's
version.
not a bad option.
That's like probably a little, that's probably a little better version of you, of the you that you are. It's like you
like
two.
an elevated.
You 2.0. It's you two, but they're not going to put a song on your iPod without asking you first. It's you two.
Yeah, sorry. About
And you need to vote. You simply must.
What's y'all's favorite U2 song? Mine's Lips of an Angel.
That's not them.
I knew that was going to be a joke, but now I'm trying to answer honestly.
No, I think mine's Where the Streets Have No Name.
Ooh, same.
It's a good song.
Yeah, that's probably a top boy for me too, I think.
It's good. Sunday Bloody Sunday is
Such a good song.
great.
Great song. I do like Vertigo. I know it's a little cheesy, but I like it.
I was a U2 guy, man.
I like
sure.
you too.
Beautiful
and
Day.
honestly,
Yeah, Beautiful Day.
Aw, thanks, man.
Beautiful Day slaps. That the album that they snuck onto my phone 10 years ago, pretty good record. I'm not
The irony of people being upset
ungrateful
about
for
that.
Catorce, bro. Catorce.
Catorce.
1, 2, 3, 14.
I mean, honestly, that
Tell
goes so hard.
It does.
Tell me
Crazy.
you wouldn't go see them in the Sphere today.
Dude,
Oh, for
my
sure.
my mom tried to get me tickets for my 30th birthday to that, and she was like, "It's just not going to work out." It's crazy.
So expensive.
Yeah, no, that's why. But man, that would be such a good show.
I would be willing to pay my own way just to follow Doge through Vegas and just like watch him fold into himself like an Iron Man suit that folds up into a cube.
It'd probably give you very like an Idiot Abroad vibes, like very Carl Pilkington walking through Vegas.
Or Buddy in New York. Buddy the Elf.
Like, why do they do this? Like, why do they even do this? Like, what's the point of this? What's the point of any of this?
Buddy was excited. The movies that you can vote on for April. We have Monkey Man. We have Sasquatch Sunset. We have The League of Extraordinary Ungentlemanly Warfare. We have, what was the fourth one? It wasn't Challengers. I did that for y'all.
It's Civil War.
Thank you.
The crazy
Civil
thing, Carter,
War,
is you
yes.
could right now go to twochunksandahunk.com/movie club and the list is presented right there.
Well, I wanted to just off the dome. I wanted to see. But that's good to know.
Have you
'Cause
voted
that's what
yet?
Off the
people will go.
tippity.
No. I haven't voted yet.
I don't put my thumb on the scales.
Have you voted yet, Jordan?
I don't put my thumb on the scales. I don't
Listeners,
vote.
I'm sorry my co-hosts don't care about our podcast.
It's more like I care so much about our listeners that I want their voice to be heard louder than my own.
Dang.
You know
So
how
maybe
the president doesn't
don't
vote?
host the podcast.
I mean, it's an option.
Oh. Sounds like
Vote.
a threat.
You
now
gotta-
what?
You simply
Now what?
You
Now
simply
what?
got to do it. If you're a Patreon supporter, your vote counts twice. So make sure you get out and rock that vote. You simply have to.
Rock that vote, y'all.
We would love it if you did.
It's time.
We're back. We're back.
We're back.
And the same as ever.
Back
We're
the
back
same
and-
as ever?
and normal.
back normal and a little touch of delirious. Spring Delirium this year is all about food.
Down.
Rain down.
They were on like a compilation CD that I had as a kid, and I didn't
Say what the name of the CD was. Say what the name of the CD was.
I don't remember what it was.
Was it not a WoW CD?
It was probably like Songs for Worship, and it was like the number 4.
Songs 4. Yeah.
And I was like, I never read that word before. I'd never read the word delirious before. And I was like, Mom, what does delirious mean? And it means like she was like, it means like you kind of like don't know, like you're confused. And I was like, oh, so they don't know who sang this then. They just put like delirious. They like, it has no.
We found this cool song, but we can't find the artist.
Author. We don't know who's singing this right now.
From Zeus. That's when it was first introduced to you. Last week, we did the section of the bracket that was desserts. Our 8 desserts that moved on were brownies, cookies, pudding, cheesecake, mochi, cobbler, churros, ice cream. Jordan, I want to take a moment.
And Jordan's the other dessert that moved on.
That's he's a little sweet treat. Jordan
I'm just a sweet little guy.
And this is the kind of thing that he likes. It's like when there's the villain in the movie that gets stronger when you shoot it. But Jordan was getting drugged through the mud on the mochi opinions. This is great, though. This is what you want from
I feel like that's pretty
bracket.
bold to say, considering the response seemed to be pretty 50-50 on the Discord.
That's true. It was 50-50. But people tend to not be afraid to hate you.
Yeah, that's sort of one of my qualities.
And, well, the thing is that there were like more people in my 50 than in your 50, probably.
Here's the thing. It's so unbelievable.
You had some tiramisu stands.
Well, number one, I'm not even a tiramisu stand. It's just so obviously better than mochi. So a couple things. One, I kept running into the office to show Callie people's responses being angry about the mochi thing. So yes, it does give me life when stuff like that. Every time somebody was like angrily like, this is the dumbest thing ever, I would run in and be like, Callie, look. Oh my God, I'm about to say something and everybody could get so mad. And then I would send it and I would show her the phone and it would show like 3 people are typing right now. And I'd be like, here we go. So first of all, yes. No, I only grow more powerful with every retort because, and the reason it literally led to a discussion where Callie was like, one of my favorite and least favorite things about you is how you like feel so confident about the things that you believe, even if they're stupid. And I was like, thank you so much. But I'm so obviously right. Even listening to your list just now, it doesn't even matter that mochi moved on because one of these things is just not like the other on this list of 8. It's like amazing dessert, amazing dessert, amazing dessert, amazing dessert, mochi, amazing dessert, amazing dessert. Like, it doesn't even matter which one moved on. Tiramisu and mochi, either one is getting bodied in round 2 of that list. So it does not
brownies
matter.
or cookies, absolutely.
Yeah, come on. But honestly, when it boils down to it, it's just like, I'm not saying that strawberries and cream isn't a valid dessert, but putting it in the list of best desserts is ridiculous. Mochi's the same way. I'm not saying it's not fine. Maybe it's fine. It isn't, but maybe it's fine. But come on.
I'm ready to fight about more and different foods.
Dude, me too. I woke up ready.
Today's section of the bracket is a much vaguer mountain to climb. And so I'm happy to carry the weight of this because today it's entrees. And what we're going to do is for these next 3 weeks, we're going to wrap up this first round, right? So we'll get down to 32 3 weeks from now. And then what we'll do is have some Super Spring Delirium Day on the podcast to where we go through all of those remaining matchups.
Yeah.
Not to the champion, but to the 16 so that we can get straight to a vote where you, the listener, from 16 on will decide who the champion is. But we're gonna whittle it down to 16 for you. But we've got to hit the entrees first. And so what I've done here is you're going to a restaurant, I'll have the blank, right? She's going to have the blank. Like you just think of what you're ordering at a restaurant overall.
Unfamiliar.
Because I said ice cream, right? I didn't say a kind of ice cream.
I'll have the ice cream.
Kind of bucket. And again, we try and do some international because America is this wonderful melting pot to where I would probably say 3 of my top 5 genres of food aren't even American. But anyways, we're going through all of this and we're starting with controversy from the jump just to get it done, just to get that good energy. I'm going to say entree. We're saying sandwich is our first matchup. Sandwich and all that implies against It's like, how many holes does a straw have? And people argue for generations. Sandwich against hot dog. Many have argued that a hot dog itself is a sandwich.
I put forth the motion that we do not be tricksy with sandwich. We look in your heart. You know what a sandwich is. That's not a hot dog.
Are you talking to me?
Sandwich.
Yeah, I'm saying us as a group, when we're talking about sandwich in this poll, look in your heart. You know what a sandwich is. That's not a hot dog. That's not a hamburger. You know what a sandwich is.
I already have my answer, dude. You don't have to do this with me.
No,
Sandwich against hot dog.
Hot dog is a sandwich in spirit only, but
Right.
it would be crazy to be like, I'm craving a sandwich. Let me go make a hot dog.
Taco is a sandwich in spirit.
Right.
Gyro is a
Right.
sandwich in spirit.
Yeah, we just got to get
A gyro
sandwich
is
out
a
of here.
sandwich. Let's
Get out of here.
Clear.
Sandwich against hot dog. 3, 2, 1.
Hot dog.
Sandwich.
Doge, I need to hear you first. Doge says hot dog. Jordan says sandwich. Doge, why hot dog over sandwich?
And I'm glad you asked me, Carter. And the
It's
answer,
so funny when you can tell he's just scooping for
the answer is so
controversy here.
simple. I'm not scooping for controversy. The reason I chose hot dog is fully subjective. And it's because I'm a dirty pig boy who loves hot dogs so much. Like, hot dogs are like a top 5 for me. At any given point on any given day, I'd be like, yeah, I would tear up 2 or 3 of those bad boys. Love a hot dog. Love a hot dog. I can't even describe to you how much I
could
love
eat
a
3
hot dog.
dogs right now, but that's not the question.
I
Look,
just can't-
Cubans exist.
I can't turn my back on a hot dog. like
Cubans
this.
exist. PB&Js exist.
Yes.
There's
Im-
tuna melts. There's-
Imagine a Cuban hot dog.
I don't have to. I can just eat a regular Cuban.
But
I don't have
imagine
to
a
make
Cuban, but
worse.
imagine it as a hot dog, though.
Still not as good as just a regular Cuban.
If you haven't heard Spring
There's
Delirium before, if
Rubens.
these boys disagree on something, the decision comes to me.
Italian
And
subs.
it's going to be sandwich.
Carter, don't
It's going to
decide
be
yet.
sandwich.
Wait, don't decide yet. Hang on.
Too late.
No, wait.
He's
Seriously,
Googling
Sandwich.
best possible looking hot
seriously,
dog
don't
in the
decide
world.
yet. I took a photo in 2017 that I'm going to send to you.
Is this single hot dog photo going to change every sandwich in the world for you, Carter?
I don't know. I like to keep an open mind about things.
Tuesday, July 25th, 2017. I've got to send it to Carter. And it's gonna
Is it
change
just
his
going to
life.
be you and you're going to be a messy boy?
No, it's just 2 really good hot dogs that I got at a gourmet hot dog stand in Victoria, British Columbia. And now I need to send it to Carter so that he knows that I'm not just talking about a grocery store Oscar Mayer wiener.
Well, sure. Those look delicious. I'm not going to lie to you. Those look very good. It's still, there you go, Jordan. It's sandwich. It's sandwich. Our
That's
next
crazy.
matchup.
That's crazy.
What I sent Carter. I just sent Carter a link to a Google search for Cuban sandwich.
That's all it was. That was so funny. Our next one, we have curry. Okay. This all-encompassing. We've got our masala.
Are we talking Tim or Steph?
Huh? Oh, I gotcha. I thought you said stuff. I was like, stuff, curry.
Stuff.
We've got curry against one of 2 Mexican editions here. Curry against enchiladas. 2 saucy competitors. And my guys are thinking about this. Makes it feel hard. Because they're very similar.
I have my answer.
I think I have
In
mine as
some ways.
well.
Curry against enchiladas. 3, 2, 1.
Curry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Curry moves on.
This
I
is
would've done the
hard.
same,
I
boys.
love enchiladas, but
I
if
love
you've ever
enchiladas.
had a Thai coconut curry.
Yeah.
I mean,
As far as
to
sauces go, any curry sauce is going to be better than the enchilada sauce. I truly believe.
I've had mole enchiladas that put up a good fight, but
I do think that enchiladas are not the best way to
love
experience Mexican food, though.
that's
And so
that's
I'm
why I
banking
was
on-
willing to give that. Yeah.
Banking on a more pure or true Mexican food experience being later in this list. Otherwise, I'm going to be pretty sad.
It's going to happen. For Oscar night, which by the way, 2 Chunks got 19 of 23.
Yeah, we
on
know
the
movies.
ballot
We know
there.
about them.
Not too bad. We know him.
Heard of it.
Oscar night, Chelsea made a green coconut curry sea bass
Ooh.
meal. Because we were like, let's be a little bit red carpet tonight. And it was dumb. It was
Yeah, that sounds
good.
fantastic.
I love when food is
next
so good
matchup.
it's stupid.
Yeah,
Makes me happy.
for real. Next up, we have burger against, again, this is very popular too. I looked at different kinds of chain restaurants, right? The kind of things that can be very popular. So I thought of the Chipotles of the world, the Cavas of the world, but it's burger against bowl. So this would be the thing where you're walking down and they're filling this with a bed, usually of a salad or a rice, and then whatever the topping might be, depending on that restaurant. Burger against bowl. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Burger.
Yeah.
It
Tough
breaks
to
my
say bye to
heart.
bowl.
Bowl is good.
Bowl is good.
Bowl is good food.
But
Bowl is
burger.
great food.
Burger is great.
Yeah.
Guys, these don't get any easier. These do not get any easier.
Yeah,
So
this
we
one's just
have,
heartbreak after heartbreak.
Yeah.
we're just going with the perhaps middle tier to upper tier entree. I needed to be able to, sometimes this is that decision that you have when you're trying to pick that protein and you're between fish and steak. Understanding there's worlds where there's like a fish steak or things like that. I'm talking
Or a steak fish.
This would encompass, nicer cut of fish. Steak could be, your T-bone, your filet mignon, your
Steak.
just all any cuts
Yeah.
of a good beef.
Is sushi included in
fish
this?
is also no.
Okay.
Sushi is not included in fish. We'll see sushi in a little bit. It's its own thing.
Sushi's
But
not
fish
included in
would
fish.
be also, yeah. So fish against steak. What do you think?
This is like, and
Three.
cooked fish specifically, yeah?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
That
You
changed
might
my
see
answer.
some raw fish in the appetizer section. 3, 2, 1.
Steak.
Steak.
Yeah.
Was easily leaning fish until you told me sushi wasn't there.
No, sushi's not there. Because sushi needed its own thing. I think especially when you
Did I
have-
just kill shrimp?
like how we did enchiladas, you're not going to see like crustacean anywhere.
I just
this
accidentally eliminated shrimp forever.
That can be an appetizer though. Don't forget that.
Okay.
There's a very popular shrimp dish that is often had before a meal.
I think about the shrimp at your
next-
wedding as an appetizer.
Yeah, dude. We have, bear with me here, breakfast. So there's several places where your entree can be like your 2 for 2 for 2 for 2, like the classic breakfast. I'm not saying like the chicken and waffles kind of thing. I'm like when you think breakfast food and you decide this is going to be my entree. Okay. Breakfast against fried chicken. So this is any kind of like fried chicken entree.
I'm ready.
Goes back to the childhood. We're talking like even chicken strips, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
Breakfast against fried chicken. 3, 2, 1.
Fried chicken.
Breakfast.
Okay. Jordan, Doge went first last time. You said breakfast. Give me breakfast.
Well,
Why?
it boils down to two things for me. Breakfast is unbelievably broad. Fried chicken is one thing. I mean, it's different shapes, but it's one thing.
He was just saying breakfast is not the broad thing. Like I was under the impression that we're not including like Mexican breakfast, potato, like or like omelets. Like as I understand it, the breakfast that Carter's talking about is like basically the all-star special from
Bacon,
Waffle
eggs,
House. Bacon,
pancakes.
eggs, pancakes, sausage.
Sure. I'm just saying there's so many different ways to do all of those things. You know, like you got to take into account like hash browns are there, pancakes or waffles are there. Team Waffle for life, by the way. But pancakes or waffles are there. You can get those with fruit. You can get those with chocolate. You can get those whatever. There's sausage. There's bacon. There's eggs. So many different ways. It's breakfast all day. Just not only for the versatility, but like nothing hits like an all-star special. Nothing hits like a diner style breakfast. And I would forego fried chicken for eternity if it meant that I could still have diner style breakfast.
Thank you, Doge.
I think my argument is simply the combination of textures in like an incredible piece of fried chicken. Like imagine the best fried chicken you've ever had. It's indescribable. I am like, it's a spiritual
best
experience.
fried chicken that you've ever had, and me.
It's incredible. Like fried chicken is one of those foods where it's like, that's American food, and I'm proud to be a citizen of a nation that did that because that's so good. It's never, I don't know. The combination of textures and flavors is inspired when you really stop to think about fried chicken.
This is so hard. Being the person who makes the decision when y'all are on opposite ends is what I'm called for, but it's also like very hard for me because I also feel like I can't just go with. Personally, the way that I do this, I don't just go with my favorite. I'm trying to speak for the people, right? What do I think popular opinion would be here? Fried chicken is one of my favorite things on this entire planet. You get me a piece of Nashville hot.
Right?
Oh my good Lord. But because I'm going to have to do breakfast, especially with the drops of Jupiter reference. I know that didn't really have anything to do with breakfast.
It didn't. In fact, I sang his food.
I didn't know I could get extra points by singing old bad songs.
You ever been on this podcast
sorry
before?
To fried chicken. I'm sorry to you. No one's going to get on to you for being the champion of the fried chicken.
This is not a mochi situation, by the way. Fried chicken I love, but diner breakfast. Come on.
I know Discord's going to have my back, even if my friends don't.
That's okay.
We have salad. Okay. This would mean like if your choice was likely like a heavier salad vibe, there's always like a big salad.
Yeah.
There's like a salad entree against pasta.
Easy.
Spaghetti.
So it's a bye week.
Easy.
It's a bye week.
Easy.
3, 2, 1.
Pasta. Salad is utilitarian. Salad serves a purpose. Pasta's good.
Pasta saw salad show up to the Coliseum and then turned and waved at his mom in the stands and gave her a thumbs up.
I got it. You can go home. Come to the next round. I'll meet you for lunch. Man. I got time. Can we go to lunch after Coliseum today?
I think Coliseum's only going to be half day.
Yeah, I got half day at Coliseum today if we want to get lunch after.
These last two matchups, these are what people tune in for. Well, the last matchup is. It's going to be really hard, I think. But let's start with sushi. Here it is. It's arrived. Against stir fry.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
sushi,
me too.
Stir fry. 3, 2, 1.
Sushi.
How good is sushi, dude?
It's so good.
Sushi.
Stir fry is amazing too.
Guys,
the flavors of sushi are fantastic. I always want more of it than I'm able to afford. But the other thing with sushi is that there's at least some small level of it that's like you feel powerful in a primal way. Where it's like you don't even cook mine. It's fine. Don't even cook mine.
Just give it to me.
Just cut it out of the animal and then roll it up in a little roll on my plate, and I'll just eat it that way.
Yeah. There's a bit of a power fantasy with sushi in there. It's like I am a hunter.
Me and that bear over there, we're eating the same dinner. Same thing for us.
Yeah.
He loves seaweed. He loves seaweed and spicy mayo.
In making this bracket, I knew that there was going to be when we're just taking food in general and we're putting this in a bracket, there were going to be matchups that were going to be hard, and it was just bound to be because there's some strengths here, right? It's not all salad against pasta. So I have for you a matchup that I think would have had very high ratings if it went.
I know what it's going to be. I can feel it.
I have tacos.
Mm-hmm. I knew it was tacos
against
pizza. Yeah, this is devastating.
No.
I'm so sorry. I'm so so sorry, but
It
the
honestly
worst
feels
had to
like
be
you
the
put
last
the
thing we
one and
talked about.
the 1 and 2 seeds against each other.
It's tough. It's tough. So it's like, if it is whoever wins this, is this just the champion? Is this
I
the
would pick
representative
both of
in the
these
final
over
four from
most of
entrees?
everything else that
Yeah.
we've picked.
Yeah.
And this is just how it happens sometimes in these brackets. And I'm sorry for this.
I have my answer.
I
Pizza
have mine
against
too,
tacos.
and it sucks how easy the answer came to me.
3, 2, 1.
It's pizza.
Tacos.
I knew this would happen. Jordan with tacos. Doge with pizza. Let's finish this episode with this argument. Doge, you're first this time. Why pizza over tacos? And let's say we only have about a minute to 90 seconds, because I know that each of you could wax poetically as much as I can about both of these for an entire episode. Why pizza, Doge?
A common strength of pizza and tacos is that they are both the sustenance and the delivery method.
Mm.
You need no.
They're both good at any quality too.
Yes,
That's the tough part.
yes, that's the hard thing. Is that a million terrible tacos is just as satisfying of an experience as one incredible taco. A million pieces of Cici's pizza is just as satisfying of an experience as one extremely good Cane Rosso pizza.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Pizza is my favorite food. Pizza contains multitudes, and it is man, it sucks to choose pizza over tacos. Because everything I say about pizza, that pizza can be anything that you believe it can be, applies to tacos as well, because Torchy's exists. I think it just, honestly, I think in this instance, both teams prayed to God pretty hard, and now God's just going to sit back and watch a really good sporting event. I don't know, man. I can't explain to you why pizza's better. It just pizza wins.
Yeah. Jordan?
Look, I love both of these fine competitors. I want to say that up front. But with tacos, you have...
Well, hang on, though. I said lots of nice things about tacos, so like start by saying like nice.
Yeah, pizza's
things
good.
about pizza.
You have such a spectrum. You have breakfast tacos.
Breakfast pizza.
I mean, yes. I mean, you're not wrong. You are wrong, but you're not wrong.
Oh, I'm not wrong,
Like,
though.
Sure, it exists, but is it as good as breakfast tacos?
Yes.
Not even close. No,
Wrong.
it's not. Those, don't pretend this.
I'm not pretending anything. Breakfast pizza
This
rules.
is embarrassing. Breakfast tacos, but I mean, honestly, what it boils down to for me is like tortilla, al pastor, cilantro, lime, some onions, and a delicious salsa is like the closest we get to go to heaven on this side of living. I struggle to imagine a world where the next round doesn't have both of these things.
I thought you were going to say you can't imagine a world without tacos.
Listen, this isn't live. Do we want to go back?
No, you did this.
You did this. We have to stick to it. Imagine a world without tacos, but it's like that Beatles movie where the guy wakes up in a world without
One
Beatles,
guy
and
knows
he just is like,
tacos.
I'm gonna write all these good songs. Imagine you got to wake up tomorrow and invent tacos.
There's also, I mean, look, you can fold up a pizza and eat it like a taco. There's Mexican pizza. Like these two.
There's
they're
tostadas.
friends. They're good friends. But yeah, no, it's just tacos are such a vital part of my experience in a way that I'm unwilling to part with. And it's tacos for me. Just because of the sheer, we live in like the perfect place to get tacos in America. And there's so many good ones, so many bad ones, and I love them both equally. I have the same taste in pizza, beer, and tacos. Cheap and good and everything in between. It's all fine. And so, yeah, like I hate that I'm starting to sound like the meme that moms post on Facebook about like tacos. It doesn't get any better than that. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's tacos for me, man.
Have you ever had a taco so bad that you're like, I'm not going to finish this?
No.
Because I don't think I've ever had a piece of pizza. I don't think I've ever taken a bite of a piece of pizza so bad that I'd be like, I'm not going to eat any more of this.
I mean, like there's discount versions of both, like cafeteria, like Summer camp and cafeteria
but do you
pizza and
put it
tacos
down?
can be a little dicey.
But do you put it down or do you still finish it because it's still pizza or still tacos?
Yeah, I'd probably still finish it if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
If public opinion or the Chunkies or
He's
just
so
those
scared. He's
that-
so scared of
Make the
letting
call.
rot
You got to
bond.
make the call.
if they are the Urukai, then I will be your Boromir.
Okay.
And understand, world, that ultimately it is I who is making this decision.
Yeah.
And if you're going to come at anybody, damn it, come at me. There's so much pizza. You know what's so interesting? We are a pop culture podcast.
Whichever one he
It
starts
feels
with
like
loses.
pizza.
Yeah.
It feels like pizza is in pop culture a lot. Ninja
true.
Turtles.
Uh-huh.
A
Goofy
I'll
movie.
never forget that slice from a Goofy movie.
Yep.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it's a
look so
good-looking
good.
slice.
Makes me my stomach is growling thinking about that slice of cartoon pizza.
And I was a DoorDasher for over 800 deliveries. And I can promise you that this world, fast food wise, consumes way more pizza than tacos.
Mm.
And you're right. I do start with the one that loses most of the time. Here's what I can't get out of my head. I'm an eat the whole pizza kind of guy.
Sure.
But for the tons of crust that have been thrown away to have such a popular food that there's a half and half of people saying, I'm not going to have this part of it.
Which is crazy.
Oh, well,
by the
those
way.
people are simply babies.
Which is so crazy.
They're sinners.
and like
people
babies
Pizza
can't
Hut,
vote.
Domino's were like, what if we put cheese in it? But honestly, I prefer just a good
Same, not a stuffed crust. cake.
regular crust. I
Yep.
don't care. I eat it all. I will eat your crust because crust is just big enough to dip into my ranch cup.
Yep.
Get out of here. Are you crazy?
I must
I'll
have
finish your
But I
pizza
have to do
today.
tacos. It is tacos. You're right. You know me well enough that I was just sugarcoating the other reasons as to why. But tacos is, I bet my life, I have never not finished a taco. I think I have eaten every taco given to me in its
Imagine
entirety.
Imagine
If it is
taking 3
spilling
bites of a
out-
taco and putting it down.
That's crazy. That's insane.
If it is
Imagine
spilling
taking
out,
3 bites to
I'm
eat a
taking
taco.
my fingers, my obsessive compulsive fingers, and picking them up and shoving table food in my face.
Yeah.
Like beans off of the table with
Yeah.
sauce
table
and
beans.
that little bit of onion and cilantro that came out. Give me them table beans. Tacos moves on, meaning that our entree representatives
Meaning
moving
old-
on
meaning
to the next
old
round of
Doge.
32.
Old Doge is a over 3 on this one.
Well, get better taste.
Tacos,
Start my own podcast.
sandwich, curry, burger, steak, breakfast, pasta, sushi, meat, brownies, cookie, pudding, cheesecake, mochi, cobbler, churros, ice cream. Next week will be
Mochi
a
is
big one
still
for
the
this
standout
podcast.
loser.
Yeah, Mochi's the
Of the
17-year-old
16.
kid who graduated early and is playing in the NBA and is like, uh-oh.
Next week, I believe, will be the week that we will be our hungriest at the end of recording this podcast in the morning, meaning
is
around
it
9:30
appetizers?
is appetizers. Next week is appetizers. Get ready for everything from chicken wings to crudo, queso. It's all coming. It's
Picture
all
me
coming.
listening to Eye of the
Appetizers.
Tiger while I'm watching like professional debate videos. I'm just like,
Hey.
okay, man, like they move. Like which move are they doing here? They're doing the gambit. Okay, I got to do the gambit. I got to get ready.
The amount of times that I've gone to a restaurant and my wife will say, like, do we just want to get like 3 appetizers and split that for our meal?
Yeah.
Oh, I
And the-
love an apps
The
night.
restraint that it is, that I just want to jump over that table and put my tongue down her throat.
Yeah, for sure. It's like the only appetizer I need is you, baby.
That's
Yeah, I
right. I never thought there would be someone who loved me that much to be like, let's just always eat appetizers. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Carter, thanks for putting this together. It's fun.
It is so fun. Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good one. We're at the end of this. We're gonna have like the people's food, like the best food. What do you like?
Then we need
Just
to
a
release
bracket winner. Like
we
there
need to
might-
release an official 2 Chunks recipe for that food then.
Ooh.
I can't wait to see the final 4 because it'll be like what tacos against ice cream.
Against Mochi.
Like what is it gonna be? It's tacos against mochi.
Yeah.
There's going to be a cult following for mochi that's going to push it. We had a draft one year that somebody got really far.
It was
And
It was Bobby from a Goofy movie.
Bobby.
He got so far.
Tower of
He was the
Cheesa.
people's
He almost
hero.
got like to the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
If Mochi makes it that far,
The Cinderella story.
it is simply a coping mechanism based on everything else in this list. That's 2 chunks.
That's us.
That's our
To end
podcast.
today's episode, I don't want to do what we normally do.
Oh.
I want
just
to
wanna
do something
that.
different.
Hang up the call.
I want to do something different. Everybody say your name. I'm Jordan.
Doge.
Carter.
Now that the game is over, do you honestly feel like breakfast pizza even holds a candle to breakfast tacos? Now that we're like not in argument mode? Now that we're not in argument mode, was that like a real thing, or was that just like you dug in your heels a little bit?
This is called
here it
DTR
is.
right
Look at him
now.
sideways. Look at his side profile here. He knows
It's like a 90-10 situation, I think. I think 10% of me is like, dude, you know that's nothing. But about
Yeah.
90% of me is like, honestly, a breakfast pizza done well, it hits me in the same way that a breakfast taco does.
the same way.
A breakfast pizza done well. I'm not talking about breakfast pizza from QT.
No way.
Yeah, I feel the same way as Carter.
But
There's just
here's
no
the deal.
chance that-
Some
Here's
of my
the- no,
favorite
here's what I'll
sauces
actually
in the
say.
world were
Breakfast pizza
invented
in
for
the
breakfast
world.
tacos.
Here's what I'll actually say,
Yeah,
though,
dude.
is that if
Telling ya?
if I'm telling you that
Yeah.
a QT breakfast pizza does not hit, a QT breakfast taco still does.
Yeah,
So they
it definitely
probably
does.
are, like, empirically, they probably are better, but I need to be right and win.
I think the best breakfast pizza on planet Earth gets beaten by like the most 5 out of 10 breakfast taco.
I'm going to try
It would be like Ron Swanson in the backyard with like, they've got the turkey burgers and then he comes in with like, it is meat and cheese, add ketchup if you want, I do not care. And it would be that. It would be like this artisanal breakfast pizza made with Asiago and farm fresh eggs, made with bacon slaughtered this morning, crisp to perfection over blah, 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 blah. And then it would be like, this is a breakfast taco. It's from Taco Bell and it's got fire sauce.
I found a breakfast pizza recipe on All Recipes, which has crust made from crescent roll dough,
not gonna do it.
topped with sausage, hash browns, and cheese. I'll make that soon.
Now think about this instead. The worst tortilla you've ever had with some regular scrambled eggs and a piece of bacon.
And like pace salsa.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
I
still
would-
that's
better.
really good.
I'd rather
Still
have
better.
I'd rather have a good quiche than a breakfast pizza.
Same, dude. I like a quiche.
And that feels more similar.
I still put salsa on quiche. I don't know if that's monstrous.
Take all those things and just bake them together. Yeah, dude, I'm down for that.
Does Velvet Taco have breakfast taco? They do.
Yeah, they do.
They do. I also
Velvet
like
does
Velvet
some
always
special
has
things
bottles
that
of
I like.
Valentina just sitting on the counter, which
Yeah.
works. I want breakfast tacos so
Yeah.
bad right now.
And you know that it's cheap. Like I know that I can get 2 liters of Valentina for 98 cents in my neighborhood. But it's like when someone's just giving that to you at a restaurant, it gets me. I'm just like,
Yeah.
these are we're
They thought of
friends.
everything.
I don't know
Yeah.
you. They thought of everything. And then you're like, I'm out. But you look over and like over on next to the napkins and the silverware is like a whole crate of more of it. Like if you get to open a fresh Cholula, it feels like I have to ask permission because sauces are so special to me.
You get
I'm like,
your
hey,
picture
this
on the
still
wall.
has the perforated. Is that okay? Can I kind of go ahead and open this? You're fine with that? Okay.
I think the only reason I ever miss recording in our old 200-degree taint sauna of a little hutch is because we were walking distance from breakfast tacos with Doña sauce.
We got breakfast tacos every single time.
Yeah, the Taco Deli.
Yep.
They had Taco Deli tacos.
Yep.
That place was awesome.
Well, that's
Man, shout out.
that's how you get
Well,
clicks.
that's how you
I
get
guess.
clicks, I guess.
That's it, ultimately.
I just had to know.